Today's gospel is dominated by the image of the Good Shepherd, where we hear Jesus say, "I am the Good Shepherd." The gospel of the Good Shepherd should be read really as a strong statement of the seriousness of Jesus' commitment to his Father's will and his self-giving love for humankind. The shepherds of Jesus' day lived with and lived for their sheep. And as they wandered across trackless and fenceless lands, depending upon the care and the guidance of their shepherd. But not all shepherds had such commitment. There were also hired shepherds who performed their task for money. The sheep were not the center of their concern. They were more concerned with their own personal gain. There are good shepherds, there are bad shepherds. Good shepherd knows his own sheep, as Jesus says. Good shepherd knows his own sheep really often by affectionate nicknames that he gives to each one of them. Good shepherd will protect and defend his flock. A hired hand who has no personal stake in the flock and in the sheep will flee at the first sight of danger, exposing the flock to danger and to destruction. Jesus, the Good Shepherd, goes even further than one would expect from a good shepherd. Like all good shepherds, he knows his sheep, but there is more to it than that. Jesus, the Good Shepherd, lays down his life for his sheep. This is the theme of the gospel. Today's gospel is a reflection upon Jesus' death, his death for his sheep. In order to make his Father known, Jesus cares for his own so deeply that he is prepared to die for them. He lays down his life so that there will be a gathering of all sheep to form one flock. Jesus' life, given up because of love for his own sheep, is laid down because of a free decision. It is sometimes thought that the passion and death of Jesus had to happen as a result of the will of God, imposed, forced upon his Son Jesus. But that is simply not the case. Jesus' life was the most free life ever lived. Jesus was free because he responded at all times to that which was most profound to him, and that is the Father's love, which he wished to make known to the world. Lack of love and division are often most obvious in our own world and even in our own families. Today's gospel, presenting Jesus' preparedness to freely give himself in love so that we might also love and so that we might overcome divisions, challenges the very core of our claim to be Christian. As Christians, we are called to follow the Good Shepherd, to break division among us, and to come together in love. Jesus, the Good Shepherd, has called each of us by name. May we respond lovingly to what it is that he is calling us to be, what he is calling us to do. As it was announced last week, I will take on a new role as the vocations director for the diocese. How providential it is that this weekend is World Day of Prayer for Vocations, when the Church prays for vocations to ordained ministries, consecrated life in all of its forms, secular institutes, and missionary life. In Bishop Dealey's message on this very important day of prayer, he said, "The encouragement and formation of vocations is the task of all of us. It's the task of all of us. We do this through promoting vibrant parish life at all of Maine's churches. Almost 90% of women and men who enter the religious life have served in one or more parish ministries prior to answering that call. Though each vocation originates from the loving call of Jesus, the existence of welcoming parish communities helps men and women discern their vocation. It is there that they experience the witness of faith, an invitation to consider becoming a priest, deacon, or member of a religious institute. Sustaining our parish communities and their shared commitment to offer vocational catechesis enhances the capacity of young people to appreciate the beauty of a religious vocation and understand how they might proceed. When you see people who show signs of love for the Eucharist and a desire to serve others at your parish, invite them to pray about what God could be calling them to do with their lives. Bishop Dube further states, "Let us be ever mindful of creating parish environments where young people can know the personal love of the Lord and respond with generous hearts." On this Good Shepherd Sunday, let us pray that our young men and women receive the gift of understanding to discern God's will in their lives and the gift of courage to follow the call when given. And so may this Good Shepherd bless us with an increase in vocations within our own beautiful corner of the world, within our beautiful diocese.